Started out at 20 mils an hour. We'll probably need 3.0 PDS.
It's never really a good thing.
And this is where it gets tough.
When, during a life-saving operation, one of your organs makes the doctors gasp.
It's huge.
It's huge, huge.
Normally the size of a deck of cards, this spleen is 4 times that, engorged with a large amount of the patient's blood.
This is where, having the blood on hand, having Winston's blood, that sort of thing, is key.
That's right, Winston is the name of the blood donor, something not normally revealed. But Winston isn't your normal blood donor.
They call us when they need it.
Winston's mom, proud as can be, of her boxer.
Boxers are the universal blood donors.
And they are also, apparently, allergic to the media.
Yes.
But other than that, he's healthy as a horse. Running around outside with the kids, pretending he's a shark under the trampoline. Grabbing onto a rope with his wife, Libby.
He and Libby, they took to each other, and so the kids married them.
Hey, if you're going to shower together, you better be married. It's the kind of life every life-saving dog deserves. It's the kind of life a dog that had his life saved appreciates.
The doctors, I guess, that saw him felt like he had acid poured on him or something.
This is what Winston looked like when they first got him. Seriously wounded, starving, infected.
It took like an hour or so to clean out all the maggots.
His very sight scared the kids. The potential damage to his psyche scared Mom and Dad.
I mean, I thought for a little while we might have to, take him back.
But as sure as his scars healed, his personality turned out to be all love. Well, except to certain boys.
He doesn't like men to talk to Amanda.
No. Yes, what a good boy.
What he doesn't seem to mind,
Up just a little bit, there's the vein.
is having a huge needle plunged into his jugular
Blood on him.
every few months to donate.
He's doing very, very well.
Dogs and cats need blood, just like we do in emergency situations.
This is not normal.
A situation that would be faced by a Yorkie named Barkley.
He was a wedding gift. We've had him for 9.5 years.
Blood pressure should stay pretty stable.
His malfunctioning spleen had to be removed.
All right, we're all done.
And with it, most of his blood.
Now he's going to have a little bit of boxer blood in him, so I'll be interested to see if he thinks he's a little tougher now at this point. He's like, I got my spot.
The answer, seen in his driver's seat position as he left the clinic.
Hey, you ready to go home?
In Winston, the brutality and chaos of his past behind him, now enjoys a life of peace and quiet. Well, figuratively speaking. Bart Mumolo,
We couldn't imagine life without him now.
Tulsa's Channel 8.
I got so many pictures. I just had to go through. I got a bunch of pictures.
These are the moments
That's Petey and my cousin.
that mothers like Sandra Wilson live for.
This one here was a birthday party.
Today is her baby boy's birthday.
Fun person to be around. That's why a lot of people like being around him.
Petey's an OU football fanatic.
That's him, OU. We used to argue all the time, OU gonna win.
A son, a brother,
That's his daughter.
and loving father.
Doing everything now for him.
So like any good mom, Sandra is on her way to wish her son happy birthday in person.
That's him now. Going in this game with a tennis to ball.
While listening to her son's music.
That's the only rap tape I would listen to so I can hear his voice. This is where I sit at. This picture, I always like he looking at me. He know I'm out here.
Every Sunday, every holiday, and every birthday,
30 years old.
Sandra Wilson is right here with her son.
I didn't have to kill you, Petey. They'd have to take you away from me.
4 years ago, Frederick Wilson, better known as Petey, was murdered in his home in West Tulsa. He and another woman were tied up in zip ties. Petey had a pillow put to his head, and he was shot and killed. The woman was somehow able to escape.
30, 30. Happy birthday.
Not just today, but every day that emptiness still lingers.
You so much.
Deputies retrieved DNA evidence at the crime scene, but still need help from the public to bring the killer or killers to justice.
That was my best friend.
Petey's sister Tasha is not giving up on her brother either.
All I can do is pretty much just let everybody know, you know, that even though he's gone, like, we still fighting for his justice.
Let me let up a balloon? All right.
Frederick Petey Wilson would have been 30 today.
This your favorite color?
Those who love him most will forever long for the life that was taken too soon.
Miss you so much. Happy birthday, my Petey.
The waving wheat, an old windmill, set a tone of relaxation.
Yes, it is.
The festival atmosphere says carefree, complete with a Ferris wheel and ticket booth. But then you notice the small boy backing away cautiously as a sinister sound builds in the air.
We probably have, right now, 2,000 snakes here in town.
Many of them on display right outside in the,
Call this just the big snake box, is the best way to put it.
Down below, 8-year-old Sarah, very sweetly and clearly explaining what could happen to you if you get bit.
Well, you'll die?
Yeah, that about sums it up. And occasionally, it does happen.
There was a guy, 2 years ago that died from complications of a snake bite, yes.
His name was Joe Maddox. His picture on display right next to the rattler that killed him. A beast he had already caught out on a hunt with a friend and put into a box like this. The strike happened when he went to put another snake into the box while standing in front of it.
And opens the container this way, the thing you never do. You always open it from behind. He opened it this way and the snake got him right here, just like that. Right into the femoral artery.
I need all you guys that are going out on a hunt right out here in front of me, please.
Despite that risk, every year people line up to go hunt them.
This is the western diamondback rattlesnake. This is what y'all are going to be out there looking for.
Before each expedition, there's a 5-minute lecture on do's and definitely don'ts.
You might want to catch him with his tail and pull him back to you where you can get to him closer to his head where you can handle him.
Of all the faces listening in the crowd that would soon be in a wide open field, none was as excited as Caleb.
I really like rattlesnake hunting, and I've been doing it since I was 6 or 7.
Out here with his grandparents and little sister Gigi looking for some specimens.
I do a show and tell with all the class, and I love to hear all the kids, "How'd you do that? Are you not scared of them?"
Nope.
Look in this bush. This rock might have something under it.
He is definitely not scared.
This is the rock I was going for.
Not of the creepy crawly under this rock.
Oh, there's a little baby scorpion.
Or the creepy crawly under that rock.
Hey guys, this is a giant centipede.
Nor is he afraid
Tickle him out
of the tarantula he coaxed out of its hole.
Their stingers are actually on their butt, kind of type area.
That was a technical description, which will no doubt one day be used on his own television show.
When I grow up, I'd love to be on Animal Planet or something naturistic. I don't know if that's an actual word.
Just made it up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was no inventing any rattler sightings while we were with him. Although...
May not be a rattlesnake, but it's still a little prize.
Kind of like a snake appetizer. Which brings us back to town and the Bite a Snake Cafe.
A lot of people say it tastes like chicken.
Okay, it tastes like chicken.
Every year, this is my dream, to come here and get me some snake.
How is it prepared, you ask? Very simply. A hatchet.
This is kind of like what you use for a chicken fried steak.
Some flour, and then the deep fryer. And if they run out,
When are y'all gonna be doing another one?
they just holler next door.
Don't take long to do what I do.
Where Robert Ray,
Get me a little tape cutter,
a.k.a. the Butcher,
go right down the center of that belly.
is busy prepping the next meal. Removing heads with still flickering tongues.
Them heads will bite 24 hours.
And hearts that just don't know when to quit.
Still beating, take a licking and keep on ticking.
It's an event that has spectators looking uneasy, but not enough to look away. Especially if his granddaughter coaxes him to eat the gallbladder.
Eat it, eat it, eat it. Eat it now.
Now?
Yes.
The 47th annual Mangum Rattlesnake Derby. Guaranteed to put a tingle in your spine and then some.
When you drink that snake blood, your tongue kind of tingles.
Bert Mumolo.
Got a little tingle to it.
Tulsa's Channel 8.
Time is a circus, always packing up and moving away.
Joanne Webster. I'm taking pictures with the snow. This is a good place to capture.
Grandparents, great-grandparents,
Each headstone kind of explains
cousins, uncles.
part of their story.
We're in what we call Showman's Rest inside of our cemetery. It's a section here for the circus performers.
My name is Barbara Miller Bird, and my father founded the Showman's Rest in 1960. Get it straightened up there. There, that's better. He went by D.R. Miller. He cared deeply for the circus and for the people that were in the circus, and he felt if he established this cemetery area that there would always be someone that would come by and say, oh, I remember him. Circus served a purpose in the world, and that is to bring something fun into the community that they wouldn't normally get to see, and to bring some excitement into people's lives. My father wanted something here to kind of designate that this was a circus area, and so he put this monument in, and it says, a tribute to all showmen under God's big top. I'm sure that he's looking down on us with a big grin, and he's very excited that his circus is still on tour, going to be going out for its 77th tour. It's changed a lot, but in a lot of ways it's stayed exactly the same. Our aim is to bring good family entertainment into town at a reasonable price and put a lot of joy into some people's lives. And we tour to usually 14 to 18 states every year. So we cover a lot of territory, and we always enjoy coming back to our hometown of Hugo, Oklahoma. We have 3 circuses that winter here. When people think of the circus coming home, they don't think of it coming home to Hugo, Oklahoma.
The circus is a big part of our community. They've been here ever since I can remember. Tommy Pence, and I'm the cemetery superintendent. We get people all over the country that come out here just to see this on their vacation.
Every one of them has a story to tell that's very unique, and we wish we had some way of sharing each person's story with the people that actually come here. The circus is a real family. Even if you're not blood related, once you join the circus and we take you under our wing, you know, you're part of our family. They're not just, haven't led ordinary lives. They've led rather extraordinary lives, each one of them. If you walk around the cemetery, you'll see certain headstones that say donated by the John Carroll Fund. We have employees out here that didn't have family, didn't have anyone to care for them in their latter years, passed on, and we take the responsibility of having a place for them here at Showman's Rest. So I think that my father started something very worthwhile here, and we're trying to carry it on. Time is a circus, always packing up and moving away.
When you see a story start off with shots of hospitals,
we have multiple different monitors
and x-rays and doctors.
Very safe.
You know the stage is being set.
Good, one more.
For a life turned upside down.
No. Yep.
No.
Who did it?
Ryder has a brain tumor.
Yeah, it's not on, baby.
He's a shy and quiet 4-year-old undergoing treatment for a cancer near his brainstem.
He's got a 50% chance of surviving.
Odds as frightening as the probability of getting struck with the disease in the first place.
It could be anybody's child. Anybody's.
This beam on time will last around 50 seconds.
A randomness which could easily make you question if anything in life makes any sense at all.
Nothing that's happened with this, I feel is a coincidence.
Which is where this story gets turned upside down and winds up in a field with some guy flipping a 350-pound tire under a blowtorch sky.
Temperature over there in the sun is reaching 110.
His name is Tom DeClue, and he's right in the middle of an unusual fundraiser.
One more.
A test of physical endurance he'd be happy to tell you all about.
Hell yeah.
Just as soon as he's able to catch his breath.
No stuff.
It is very unusual.
That's Ryder's grandma. And she's not talking about Tom's attempt to flip a tire over 1,000 times to raise awareness for Ryder's plight.
Hot already.
She's talking about Tom's instant connection with her family.
We've never ever been in a situation like this, having met someone and just formed that rapid of a bond. I can't explain it.
Tom's wife, Brandy, watched as that bond turned her husband into a man on a mission.
It's incredible.
Ryder's mom, Ellie, marveling at his nonstop drive.
He's just all the time coming up with new stuff.
Now batting for the old dudes, Gene McNeil.
He organized a softball game in August.
Take your hand up there with everybody.
Right here, Ryder. Ryder on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Then there was the weightlifting competition in October.
It's why it's important that everybody hears about one child.
Come on.
A spectacle of brute strength.
Down, 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 up. Easy, boy. Good.
Almost as impressive.
Now run along, Patrick, and I'll toss it to you.
As SpongeBob SquarePants.
This is the least amount of pain I can go through for him.
He even arranged for Ryder's mom to get a sense of permanence in all the uncertainty.
Okay, sweetie, all done. You want to check it out in the mirror?
It's my little man right there.
You'll start seeing it tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
One more.
It's an involvement that clearly puts his actions in more than just the Good Samaritan category.
You know, I don't know that I've ever been able to touch that one, find that one thing that, you know, why, as much as how it fit my life.
A life which pre-Ryder was missing something.
I think this is his purpose in life.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it is. It's huge.
I can't talk enough without starting to cry about what he means.
A few years ago, Tom's life was turned upside down. And Ryder has made it possible for him to wear his heart on his sleeve again. His long sleeves.
Switched over to long sleeves because of the sun coming out. I'm fighting stage 3 melanoma, and so I just try to reduce my skin exposure.
For Tom's war against cancer, Ryder allowed him to access a vulnerability that he denied himself in his own battle.
I will tell you, he's shocked my family because they know him before Ryder and they know him after Ryder, and it's just 100% about faith.
He is the key to me moving on in life.
How have you been doing? Your turn.
And Ryder's life, thankfully, will be moving on too.
Here's all his scans.
In November,
See anything abnormal there? Not really.
an MRI shows the tumor is gone.
Excellent.
Wow.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving.
Wow.
News which Ryder slightly misinterprets.
Did my brain go away? No, look, there's still plenty of good brains.
And in Tom, still plenty of drive.
No slowing down.
Last seen walking for 12 hours on another fundraiser. Expanding his efforts to help other kids with cancer. His enthusiasm, a magnetic force, attracting people who want to take lives turned upside down and get them right side up again.
I think this is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Burt Mumolo.
I want to just continue growing from it.
Tulsa's Channel 1.